folks, I'm back. I've got another one. This one, I'm just trying to get this in quick. By the time this comes out, I'll be filming this on Friday. This is my last day of recording before I'm off for a week. So we managed to squeeze this one in. This is a Buy Me a Coffee. This is from Olav, who we've had suggestions from before. And he's popped in and said he wanted me to have a look at this one. Since my first suggestion raised a little bit of curiosity, I thought I'd toss in something else. A band from Germany, Flying Circus. They've been about since 1990. They're broadly classic rock, apparently, with a few quirks. So I'm thinking maybe a bit of prog rock style. This version we're going to watch was re-recorded in 2021, but the song is actually from 1997, and it's from their Seasons album, and it's called Seasons. Okay, so I've never heard of this band. I probably wouldn't have, given that they're from Germany, and back in the day I wouldn't have probably have listened to them. So I'm kind of interested to see what they're like. I'm loving doing we do lots of different international bands, and it's awesome to check them out. So I don't know if they're singing in English, possibly because the lyrics I found weren't in German, they were in English, so I didn't have to translate them or anything. So I'm assuming they're in English. Let's just find out, shall we? Oh. I like the violin. Okay, I'm trying to think what this reminds me of. This doesn't feel like 90s to me. This does feel earlier, and it does feel a bit more like prog rock, I guess. It is a kind of, I wouldn't say this was rock, but kind of, but it's definitely, it sounds older than it is. And it's a bit psychedelic. What's going on? Oh, what's going on with the camera work? It's making me feel like I'm tripping a little bit. Not that I like, of course. This is, yeah, it's different. I'm not quite sure what to make of it yet. I'm liking the violin in there. That's kind of cool, having that in with the rest of the instruments. I'm trying to work out what I think. I'd probably get a better grip on it after a couple more. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I kind of like it, but I'm not quite sure what to make of it yet. Let's carry on.
Time, the things in my mind keep on spinning round. Sitting as time passes by and the leaves keep on falling down, falling down.
Okay. Getting a bit dizzy then. Okay. That was interesting. There was a lot more going on than they were showing musically. There was a lot more going on that I was trying to work out what instruments were in there. Because the instruments that were there weren't making some of those sounds, and I noticed the keyboards were doing some of it, but not all of it. So that was interesting. I'd like to know what other instruments were involved in that. I quite liked that. That grew on me. It started off and I wasn't quite sure what to make of it, but it actually grew on me, and I really liked the guitar solo and then the violin solo, and it felt very jazz based in that it was like improv. It felt really improvised, and they're just going for it. And it certainly didn't feel like something you would hear more recently. It did feel older than it was. I know it said 1997. It definitely felt older than that. And the guitarist's outfit as well. It just made me think 70s, just from their styling and the fact that they were doing stuff that you wouldn't really hear later on. You'd hear that improvised sort of experimental stuff more earlier, and that's what it kind of sounded like. And I really did enjoy that end piece even more than the rest. I quite liked the rest. It grew on me, but that end piece was great. His voice was good. He reminded me of someone, and I'm not sure who. But again, it's putting it back to the bands that I've heard from the 70s. They had more of that feel about them. I like that. Would like to explore a bit more. Let me know what you think. Has anybody else heard of these guys? Olav, thank you for this recommendation, because I wouldn't have known about them. I'm interested to hear more. They're still together. They're still doing stuff. They're still performing. So that's cool. But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought. The links are in the description. Please go and give them a like, show them some support. Let me know what you thought of them. Have you heard of them before? If you have, what else should we listen to from them? And just explore a little bit more of them. Why not? And if you enjoyed this, please consider giving me, oh, look at that. That's the place, isn't it? Give me a thumbs up and a comment. And if you've got any suggestions, I'll add them. If you've got suggestions for other groups or artists, let me know and I will add them. I need to have a trawl through all the comments. I've got a Discord channel. That's probably a really good way to chuck suggestions, just because it's easier for me to go to one place to pick them up. Otherwise, I have to spend a session sitting and just going through all of the comments and making a note of everything until I get to a point where I think, okay, I've already got that one. So that can take some time, whereas if it was all in one place, it's really handy. And it would be cool to get the discussions going a bit on Discord. There's only 10 of us on there, so it's a bit quiet. But there's options to talk about other stuff. We've got channels for the reactions. We've got channels for I don't know, anything you want to talk about, really. So yeah, it'd be cool to see you over there. But yeah, once again, Olav, thank you very much for the coffees. I really appreciate it, and suggesting these guys. And yeah, we will check out more. Okay, folks. That's it from me. Have a good day. You know what's coming. Be good. If you can't be good, be careful. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.